Raat Akeli Hai, translated loosely into The Night is Lonely, which sounds funny to me, is a 2021 Netflix movie starring Nawazuddin Siddiqui and Radhika Apte. The story goes this way. A small town cop named Yadav, played by the incredible Nawazuddin Siddiqui, is summoned to investigate the murder of an elderly family member who turns out to be somebody who is quite a character with some wild fetishes. Yadav is surprised with the cold dynamics of the family and their lack of grief towards the incident. Towards the later half of the movie, certain key events turn the suspense of the movie to a higher volume as Yadav's deep dive into some events of the past starts opening up a can of worms one after the other. The opening scene begins with a grotesque, gruesome murder where a car is being followed by a truck, which eventually ends up smashing the car. The woman and a man in the car are brutally killed with their throats slit and the head beaten, burnt with acid and then buried into a tannery. Yeah, I know, it's pretty graphic, but you won't see the blood gushing out like many of Tarantino movies, or even Anurag Kashyap for that matter. Now Yadav stays with his mother, and despite being very successful and determined in his line of work, he seems to have some insecurities with regards to the color of his skin. There's even a shot of him using the controversial Fair and Lovely cream while hiding it from his mom, which was an interesting sidetrack to commenting on how the age-old stereotype about dark-skinned people in India has just never really left Indian men, let alone Indian women. Nawazuddin Siddiqui won the Best Actor award at the Filmfare OTT Awards, while the film also won Best Film at the ceremony. I know it's not a big Filmfare award, and most likely the movie would not win any big awards in the mainstream cinema, but hey, we are indie people, so that's how we roll. There's a side love story going on in the movie too, where Yadav starts to take a personal love interest in the widow of the murdered man. And that woman is being tactfully played by Radhika Apte, who by now has become the ambassador of Indian Netflix cinema. She's like the Akshay Kumar of patriotic movies, just for Netflix. Although some people find these injunctions about another love story in another crime drama thriller pointless and redundant, but I feel that it was absolutely necessary because it helped in drawing a deeper character sketch of the central character, which happens to be Yadav, and his inability to come in grips with his incessant need of an ideal wife, being simple, decent and a bit pretty, which contrasts to his misguided, burning desire towards Radhika Apte in the movie, who comes across as complicated and, dare I say, untrustworthy character because of her several affairs. Now, right from the beginning, Nawazuddin Siddiqui captured our attention with his on-point, believable acting right from his menial conversations with his mother. Although there seems to be a light resemblance of this movie to another Hollywood movie called Knives Out, but I assure you that it doesn't really have anything to do with it. All in all, what I can say about the movie is that it consists of some well-written dialogue, is well-paced. Radhika Apte has stood tall in front of the indispensable talent like Nawazuddin Siddiqui, for which she should be commended. I feel like we would love to see more of such movies which are sort of well-written, with great cinematography, very little spice, realistic and enjoyable. And I probably wouldn't call this a classic, but it might as well be a contender for it. It's a great movie, definitely recommended to watch. You can let me know your thoughts about the movie in the comments down below and about my general critique about movies. And if you enjoyed the content, whether you agree with me or not, do consider subscribing so that we can stay in touch. Like the video, it helps me a lot, and press that bell icon so that you can get notifications whenever I post a new video. Until then, bye-bye.